everyone. Your designers are here.
I'm Anita from Cedar Hill Farmhouse.
And I'm Yvonne at Stone Gable.
And I'm Kelly at My Soulful Home. And we've got tips and tricks and decorating advice for you. So let's get started.
White hot, white decor.
Ooh,
And
my
white decor,
favorite.
And white decor is so big right now. And the nice thing about white decor, it just looks so clean and can just bring a lot of freshness and updated look to whatever room you put white decor in. Beautiful white decor. And I think we're also going to talk about a lot of white accessories that you can just like plug in and tuck into the decor you already have. And I'm going to try to stay off of, I'll just mention it up front, anything white dishes, white, anything that has to do with kitchenware that's white, large white platters, large white pedestals, anything like that is just awesome. But what I think we're going to do today is talk outside of that, woohoo, because we talk a lot about that, and talk about other white decor. Let's see, Kelly, do you want to begin? Are you crushing on any white decor lately?
Yes. And not even a distressed white, because I do love that, but a almost lacquered, shiny-ish white garden stool, made of porcelain or something like that. I have had one, and it has lived in so many different places now in both houses, and I love that look. It does look fabulous in the garden. The white pops against if you're putting it on grass or if you're putting it on some pavers or something. That looks terrific. But you can bring it inside, too, and it has so many uses. You can use it as a side table. In my last house, I actually used one in our shower. We had a large shower.
Great idea.
And we didn't have...
I was going to say, you didn't sit on it.
No.
Oh, okay, good. It would be a little slippery.
A little slippery. No. But it was a good...
Visual image here.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean that.
Stop that. Stop the madness. But I know we had a big shower, and it was sort of, a walk-in shower, and we didn't have... Sometimes you have a little corner, bench. Again, you're probably not going to sit on it in the shower, but you might put your leg up on it if you're, come on, we're all girls here, shaving your legs.
Yes.
Or it's a good place to, if you don't have a niche in your shower for your shampoo or a niche for your shower and your conditioner and whatnot, you can put it on your garden stool. Obviously, it can get wet. It's a garden stool. And so, I think that that's a great use for that, too, that people might not have thought of. But,
great ideas.
I have it now in my girls' bathroom, but they have the clawfoot tub, so it just sits next to the tub, and I pile the towels on there. They're just so pretty.
Garden stools are so versatile,
Yeah.
and
Well,
what
and
better than a white one?
I used to use them so much in decor. I actually had one that had some purple and green, and later on I got tired of the pattern on there, so I spray painted it white. So there you go.
And it's like our mantra. Learn how to paint. Don't be afraid of spray paint. Those are wonderful ways. Do you have one for us, Anita?
Well, I do. One of my favorites. I feel like I am coming back to this theme a lot, but it is magnificent, and that is crisp white linen sheets, especially the antiqued ones with the big monograms on them. I mean, nothing to me says luxury more than a crisp linen sheet with that monogram on it. And just a stack of them just makes my heart go, pitter-patter when I see them. They're just gorgeous. And they look gorgeous even in your linen cabinet. I actually have an armoire that I use for my linens. And because I just do white in there, it looks so neat and tidy because there's towels and sheets and blankets, but everything's white. So it looks just so classic and clean and crisp. And it's a gorgeous look.
Anita, so you're actually using that as decor,
well
as something useful.
Yes.
How beautiful.
Yes. So so if you kind of stick with just white, you can put it all together, leave the door open, and it's gorgeous.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. White, like those crisp white linen or crisp white cotton sheets, all put together remind me of like hanging them out in the line, and they're line dried, and then they're all folded and stacked. I love that idea.
Well, I'm a little embarrassed to say this, but we saw the movie Cezanne et moi, Cezanne and Me, movie
God
recently.
bless you. Did you just sneeze?
So,
I have no idea what that is.
it was a,
Gesundheit. Or I don't know how to say this.
it's about
Gesundheit in
Saison.
French.
Anyway, it's a
Uh-huh.
movie, but it's set in the 1800s, or no, it was early 1900s, whatever. But anyway,
Are there subtitles?
yes.
Oh, this is
forget
one
it.
of the
I'm-
movies that
Nope.
Peter's like, okay. And then can we watch The Matrix tomorrow night?
Do you know,
Okay.
I have such a hard time reading the subtitles, let alone watching the images.
Well, so I
And
love
don't
foreign
chew
films.
gum at the same time. So that's really
No.
Or
complicated.
eat popcorn.
No,
Okay, so let me
that's
get
hard.
back to my favorite scene.
Sorry,
Now, my,
Anita.
my favorite scene in the movie, I'm embarrassed to say this because it has nothing to do with the plot at all. It was the maid opening the armoire and putting the crisp white
Oh.
sheets in there.
Oh, you're so funny. You're
The
like,
sign
rewind.
of a decorator.
Rewind.
Yes, yes. Oh, I bet you it was beautiful, though.
It was.
Okay, I have to. I think I need to see that movie.
Well, I
haven't
No,
seen
I,
that.
I'll pass. I'll pass.
Oh, you're so funny.
Just send me. Can you send me a little clip of the white armoire?
I'll try to do that. Well, no, I mean it's in the theater, so I can't.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm
It's
just,
still in the theaters. Is that brand new?
Yes.
I am
no.
So I'm
just
gonna have
yet.
to sneak in and do a pirated film or something.
Oh no,
Get
I
you
don't.
a-
We rarely go to the movies anymore. I have to wait till it comes on Netflix or something.
Well, I have another white one, and it's more of a. It's not an item, but it's something that you should look for. I love anything white, and I'm talking like you said, Kelly. That just shiny, brand new, crisp-looking white, a smooth, anything white that's mixed with your favorite metal.
oh, yum, yum.
Great
And
idea.
White with gold. Oh,
Yes.
it's just, wow.
It's white with silver.
Yes.
It's a very timeless look, but it's also a very updated look as well.
Yeah.
And I have a pair of Hurricanes, they're pretty tall, and they're on this gorgeous silver base.
Oh, sounds
But they're
lovely.
clear, and I was going to use them as vases. Now, I just thought I'm not wild about all the time seeing the stems in water. So I was thinking about spraying the top of them with a lacquered white and
how
leaving that
fun.
silver base just so beautiful. But that goes for anything,
idea.
any kind of accessory. White with your favorite metal is not only is it on trend, it is so beautiful.
It's interesting you say that. One of my favorite vintage lamps is actually, it looks like a milk glass base, and and someone's hand painted gold on it, and
Oh.
it's just beautiful.
Anita, this is what I love. We come from a universal way decorate with our decorating philosophy and style.
Right.
You have this beautiful farmhouse French. You use a lot of beautiful vintage and antique pieces. And I use mostly things that you can find at most online stores these days. Very more traditional, classic with a little bit of a farmhouse feel. But yet, look at all the things we can come together on.
Oh, yeah.
But
There's
they're
a lot of
done in such
crossover.
different ways. And I just love that. So no matter what your style, think of using white and your favorite metal together.
I
Great
love it.
idea.
I love
All right. How about you, Kelly?
it. Okay, here's a simple one. If you have a large, clear vase or something like that, even could be one of those cylindrical ones that maybe somebody sent you some flowers or something like that.
Yes.
Pile in balls of string, like white string.
Oh,
Ecru,
yes.
yes.
I
Even
have
a deeper, I know it's not the color we're
Okay.
doing, but maybe a twiny one, just for a little
contrast.
contrast.
Right. No,
right?
I've got a bowl of string and twine balls, and
Okay,
it's
I have
really
something about
interesting.
string and twine. It's that
Kelly,
makes
this
me.
is brilliant.
It looks
Because
so pretty.
I have the most gorgeous glass vases that I'm not wild about using. I mean, they're beautiful. It's just me. It's a thing. But Kelly, that I could put different colors of whites and neutral twine and things in it. That sounds
Yeah, that's a great idea.
amazing.
Yeah, because it has it definitely has it's a twist on using them, but it has still that homespun feel that I think we all enjoy. And with the glass, so you've got that contrast going on with the smooth of the glass and then the really nubbiness of the twine. So kind of like that, that string it's that little white string. It's not really like bakery twine because usually that has the red mixed in, but something of that quality. And sometimes you can even just find, I'm not a knitter or an embroiderer or anything like that, and I'm not a hooker like you are, Yvonne, but you guys have to listen to that episode.
Rug hooker.
That is, rug hooker.
Yes.
But I still find myself in the aisles of the stores, Joann's and whatnot, or, a yarn store or something like that. I just love all of that. But I just use the balls
texture,
of
Kelly.
it. Yeah. And the skeins and just put them in a basket, or in this idea, putting it in glass so you can see it.
It's a great idea.
And even if you don't have a neutral home, a little bit of white does not hurt a home at all. Actually, I think it gives it a crisp look, especially when you're coming into the warmer season. But Kelly, your idea could be used any time of the year because you could use white yarns and things.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think just white, you're absolutely right. When you think of a neutral home, maybe people don't even think necessarily, your first thought might not be white. It's more of the off-white or the ecru's or beige or taupe or something like that. White is so universal. It could be neutral. You could mix it with blues. You can mix it with, obviously, absolutely any color or any style.
Right.
But it's like a great white linen shirt. You cannot go wrong.
That's true.
Or a crisp white cotton. A good cotton shirt. I love like an oversized, almost like a boyfriend shirt.
Me too.
Oh, yes.
Oh, they're just, that's like my uniform. I love it.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, Anita, do you have one?
Yeah. Yes, I have one, and I was actually Googling marble female or like female busts because I wanted like a marble bust, but I was just kind of shut my eyes halfway because sometimes Google shows you stuff you don't want to see.
I knew that was coming. And aren't you using your computer's broken?
Yes. And so, I'm on my daughter's computer, so I hope she does not look at her Google search history.
Yeah, here's her mom's history. White hot and female busts. What
Deary
is
me.
going on?
Oh,
But did you find the kind you were looking for?
I did. I found, now, you've probably seen this before. Have you ever seen this marble statue of a woman and she's got a veil over her face?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
It's called The Veiled Lady, and it's by Raphael Monti. So apparently it's on sale on Etsy for about $100. So I don't think it's the original, but I found one.
I don't think so.
Oh, no, I'm sure it is,
I'm
Anita.
beating you to it.
You better go grab that and come back.
But anyway, it looks beautiful. I think that would be so pretty in a room, and I love these, I hate to say it again, but female busts. Just sitting out in a room. They're just so pretty. I mean, and it just kind of has an old world feel, and I don't know, I'm kind of drawn to them.
But I love them too. I actually don't have a female. I have a William Shakespeare.
Oh,
yeah, and I was really young when I ended up getting this, and I will never forget it. And he has lived with me in every single place I have lived as sort of an adult.
Longer than Peter.
William and I have been together longer than Peter, which is
my.
a long time. No, my mom bought it for me. I saw it in some antique store. We were in Amagansett one rainy day, and it was this barn antique store we had never been in before, and I spotted him. Like my mom was always like, you're always crawling in the little nooks and crannies, and there he was. And I didn't know she was going to get him for me. I was probably beyond what I had in my wallet at the time, and so we were walking out of the store, and all of a sudden the man was coming behind us with him, because he's big-ish. He's it could be like William's actual head and shoulders. So, but
wow!
My!
Yeah, he sits by my fireplace now, and he used to be on a column someplace, and at some point he fell off and his head cracked a little. But I love him even more.
I used to have
it gave him character.
I used to have a man's head that was supposed to look like, I guess, some old Grecian ruin or something. But the more I looked at him, the more I decided he looked like my brother, and it was creeping me out, and I had to get rid of it. So it was just
Well, there's a longer story there, but we only have about 20 minutes left. Don't you just love a great recommendation from a friend? Well, we're delighted to be recommending these companies and their wonderful products to you today. And let them know your friends at DTT sent you. Go ahead, clean out your closet, then head straight to Quince. I love every item Quince offers, from wardrobe to decor, and I can really recommend their Ultra Stretch Super Wide Leg Pant at $49.90. The price is unbeatable, and the look is so flattering. It keeps you in on top and flares out of the bottom. Everything feels right with Quince. The price, the quality, and the sustainability. Quince offers a range of luxury wardrobe and home goods at prices within reach. And like Quince's clothing, their home goods are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. Once you've cleaned out your closet and refreshed with Quince, you can also add something to your home decor. So give your wardrobe and your home the refresh it needs with Quince. Go to quince.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT. And let me know how you love those pants. Inevitably, with the new year come wellness goals. One very effective and easy-to-reach goal is to add Dose to your wellness regime. Dose is expertly formulated organic wellness shots that support your liver in one delicious drink. Formulated with ingredients clinically shown to support liver health: potent turmeric, milk thistle, and ginger. There's 0 sugar and 0 calories. Did you know that your liver performs over 500 special functions? Since I learned all that my liver is doing, I started with Dose to support all those vital functions. I take a shot of refreshing Dose 2 times per week to combat everyday toxins from food, meds, alcohol, and unhealthy air. Since starting with Dose about a month ago, I am definitely feeling an overall improvement in my health. So if you want to give Dose a shot and invest in your health like I have, Dose is offering DTT listeners 15% off your first order, plus an additional 15% off if you subscribe for a monthly delivery. That's 30% off your first order. So go to dosedaily.co/DTT and use the code DTT. That's dosedaily.co/DTT and use the code DTT.
So, you're saying that. I do get a little creeped out by certain things like that.
Yeah.
Like you can get them now that have a planter where the top of the head's supposed to be.
Isn't that
like
a
the
chia
hair.
pet?
Yeah.
Is that a chia pet?
Yeah, like a
no,
chia-
but there's
yeah.
some are planters. Like
Yes, yes.
the head vases. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
yeah. I
Yes.
have my friend Jill collected head vases. She had gazillions of them. Even some
Yeah,
of the
the old
ladies
ones
had
from
the
the 30s.
earrings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
that that and doll heads really.
Oh,
freak
I have
me out.
I have a doll head picture I'm going to send you. That'll keep you
No.
up at night.
I'll be afraid to open all your.
Yeah,
emails
that would
from
be
now on.
scary. We won't be able to
the-
open her emails
And
anymore.
the other thing is, have you seen those beautiful, like you're saying, the busts of women, and that they put jewelry? I've seen bloggers put their jewelry around it.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
that's so
right.
fun.
I thought, what
Yeah,
an
that's a nice
interesting.
idea.
Yeah,
Or,
especially
like-
for your bedroom.
Yeah, or like a straw hat or a gardening hat or something. So cute. William has been dressed up in various like Christmas paraphernalia, but
That's like people who dress their dogs. I don't know.
Is there
why it made
something
me
wrong
think
with
of that?
that?
No. Oh. Well, Scamp had a raincoat, so no, there's nothing wrong with that.
Emmett has a raincoat too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
Well,
you two.
here's just another idea. It's not a thing, but it's like an idea. And it's to layer white tone on tone with white accessories. And I'll just give you an example. Like if you have a vignette and you have I would say like a white vase or a white pitcher, fill it with white flowers. Paint books white, which is so easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
I have a DIY for that, and then put them together because the whites don't. I mean, there's I think isn't there like 15,000 different whites or something
Probably.
like that?
But now,
yeah.
let me just say, for someone who does not want to paint the books, you can just do a white, like back in the day when
Jacket.
you were in school.
Yeah.
White jacket. You can make your own white jacket. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if you put those things together, the whites don't usually match, but boy, do they look beautiful. So
Yeah, and
think
that
about
slight
using
variation.
tone on tones in whites when you decorate something.
Yeah, I like if there's a little variation in the whites. I think
Oh.
that adds.
Well, I don't like that. Okay, we've gone in with a sprayer and painter's grade white spray paint and sprayed everything in the room.
And everything matches exactly.
Right, exactly.
And you don't want everything shiny or everything matte, so it's kind of nice to have some variations in the shades of the whites, and then some gloss and some matte.
Yeah, and that's why I like flowers, because they're white flowers, because they're organic, and they just give such a nice look.
Here's an easy way to do just what you're saying. Spray paint some mason jars, particularly the ones that have the writing on them, you know, that might say ball or something like that. I love mason jars just as they are. I think they're great. I do agree with you, Yvonne. Sometimes I don't want to see the stems or, you know, the water in there. So if you spray paint the mason jars, super easy. And the writing then just pops off in relief, and it's really pretty. And then you can put white flowers would be great. I mean, you can do any kind of flowers, but it's such a pretty look and such a summery
It's
look.
crisp, yeah.
Yeah, so crisp. If you put some daisies in there or something, just so sweet.
Well, here's, do you have something else, Anita?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
The last thing I have is I love Corinthian columns. So I love having little white columns as risers, but I also have a column that just looks like hand-carved wood. It's gorgeous, but it's a side table. And they have them at Wisteria. I'm going to include a link to them, but the one I have, it's just gorgeous, and it's less than $200.
Do they have them in white?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's in white.
Oh.
So what it is it looks
how
like it's kind of a
fun.
wood tone underneath, and then the white paint is on top, but it's kind of chipped off in places.
Okay.
But they're white, and it's gorgeous.
Oh, I love that.
So it's a nice side table. You could use it as, beside your bed. I had it beside a bed. Now I have it between some chairs. But you could use it anywhere, maybe in your bathroom next to the tub even. Put your towels on.
Make sure that you put that in the show notes. I'd be interested. I always tell you girls, you're costing me a fortune. And here's something that I've really been crushing on lately, and it's white, are those sheepskin rugs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
I have a small one, like the fuzzy, like the Mongolian type sheep, because we really love those, that I use. Oh, gosh, I drape it over my bench in a dining room. I put it on a chair. But I'm looking for one that will go over a rug, layered on a rug, in front of where I get out of bed in the morning.
Oh, and you know what's really hot with those right now is to just drape them over any kind of chair. Especially like a sling chair. I see them everywhere now.
But I just think they are beautiful. Now, you don't want a place that it's you get a lot of foot traffic from, but obviously they just would be such a beautiful pop. It is something so elegant. And so upscale.
Right, and you don't have to put it on the floor. You could put it on top of a bed, a chair, a bench, maybe even on top of your dining room table.
Yes, and
why not?
I'm just going to keep going because I have one more I want to get in, and that is I love white frames.
Oh, yeah.
Now, and they can be so inexpensive, and I particularly like IKEA's. They're just plain. They've got a pretty heavy frame, and just you can put a matte and a smaller picture in them, and they can tie a lot of different pictures together. But for some reason, I'm just totally crushing on those white frames, and you can make your own again by spray painting them. And I would use like a high gloss acrylic if I did that. Yeah,
I think that's a great idea. And again, with the spray painting, baskets, you can really change the look of a room, really, depending on the size of the basket, by changing the basket from a brown or nature tone, sort of, the wintry look, and just spray paint in white. And again, you could do a lacquer, which would give a different feel than if you did sort of a matte chalk painty and even brushed a little bit of it off. But definitely giving your room a little extra summery
I'm really
pow.
into that lacquered look.
I love that too. And it does, even though you say, oh, I'm farmhousey, but I do have that glam thing going on. So I have some lacquered pieces, here and there too.
Yes, I think it adds a lot. you want it to look curated, not just it all looks the same. You want something a little different.
Now, we're talking about a lot of white accessories, and we're sliding into the warmer weather and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ladies leave your white accessories out when the fall comes? Would you put them away? How do you feel about that? Is it a seasonal thing for you?
You're talking to a girl that spray paints her pumpkins white.
I was just going to say, I spray paint my
yeah,
pumpkins
me
white
too.
too.
Oh, boy.
So I love white.
We're sick.
Well, even when I was little, people would say, I do have a favorite color, but I always want to say, but I love white. And I've always felt that way about the color white. So this is like I'm in my heyday right now because it's so popular.
I don't do a lot of changing of seasonal things, so I like it all year round. But I don't know. In this, I think we've talked about this, and I said how much I like the white in the summer. And I think, Yvonne, you were saying you liked it in the winter.
Mm-hmm, I do. I love white in the winter. The other thing, now this is I got this from my sister Lisa. Hi, Lisa. She collects sticks and twigs. Like if we're driving down the road, if she sees something that looks really good, it's like she should have a bumper sticker. I stop for sticks and twigs. And we go shopping, and she'll bring home like these great sticks and twigs from like these decor shops, and her husband Jimmy will say, well, what did you buy? And it's like, sticks and twigs again, can't you get this off the road? But if you can spray paint them white, and they look gorgeous in decor.
Oh, I love that. And what does she do? Just sort of like drape a stick by a vase or something like that? Or she put them in the vase?
You can fill them. And you can also use them, like if you have a covered porch or something, in the middle of your pots. And if they're pretty tall, and they just look so pretty. They're very dramatic looking.
Oh, I love that idea. I really do like that. And I've seen, and I was thinking about it actually, spray painting the fireplace logs, like so real, not getting, not buying a fake set, but real pieces of wood, and you can spray paint them.
Just go for the birch logs; they'll be easier.
The birch logs, true, and that it definitely is. Obviously that they are been spray painted, but it's kind of cool. And I was thinking, well, if you put them in a basket and you spray painted them, and they still have some bark on them and stuff, it might just look really cool.
They might look cute.
Huh.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I think I have seen them painted white. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting look.
It's funny. I was at Remnants of the Past antique show, which is a great antique show, and it's in California this year. I believe it's in San Diego. She does it twice a year, and I can put the link in the show notes. But I was there last year, and it's like us and our listeners, and the people that are emailing and calling us. Like we get each other so much, right? So I had never met this lady before. I never even seen her, and we happened to be in this booth together at the same time, and at the exact moment our sets of eyes landed on these glitter logs. Like they were just I mean, it sounds like what? Like it sounds like something you would make in Girl Scouts or something, and then toast s'mores over them.
Gosh.
So to verbalize glitter logs is not as effective as actually visualizing the glitter logs. Let me tell you, they were something spectacular, and I was like, oh, like. I'm just like thinking, should I buy them? Should I do that? And she was obviously having the same thoughts. And then we looked at each other and we just burst out laughing. She's like, she said to me, there are so few people in the world that would get what I'm feeling right now.
I love it.
And then we actually gave each other a hug. It was so funny.
Oh, that was you had a moment. I love it.
We had a glitter log moment.
Yeah.
So, and I know I'm just having this, 3 times a week, this glitter log moment with all our listeners. I know.
That's right.
It's just been so great.
It's communal. So we virtually give all of you.
We're giving you a hug.
That's right. That's right.
Green Chef is a delicious delight any time of year, but especially during the holidays. What a wonderful vision to behold as the Green Chef boxes on your doorstep. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. And it makes eating well so easy with plans to fit every lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat a more balanced diet. So let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season. And if you've got guests coming, shop Green Bundles. They're now available at the Green Market. It's your one-stop shop for nutritious grab-and-go breakfasts, including vegan options, brunch kits, wholesome lunches, ready-to-eat snacks, veggie sides, and more. You can feel your best this December and do your best with Green Chef because they offset 100% of the delivery emissions as well as 100% of the plastic in every box. Go to greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT and get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT to get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. Pesto pork chops over Parmesan polenta. Not that easy to say, but oh so easy to make with Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit company for eating well, and we have such a great deal for you. You're going to save $250. Listen on for the details on that. Green Chef makes eating well easy for any lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals. You know, we're getting into the busy holiday season, so it's a perfect time to have Green Chef help you out. Let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season with their chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes featuring fresh ingredients and nothing artificial. And you know what? You don't have to lose track of your healthy eating habits during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with their registered dietitians who will walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. So sign up for your free session and start on the road towards better health today. And that deal I want to tell you about, visit greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. So that's greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order.
And I know we're sort of short on time, but what about, I'm so into white bookends.
Ooh, yeah, that's a nice
Whether
place
you paint
to
your-
have a little pop of white.
Right. Whether you paint your books white or you use burlap books or you have, your regular jackets on or you like a color. Oh, they've got great. I'll put a few in the show notes. My favorite white bookends because I think they just add such a nice pop of white
Yvonne,
without going overboard.
did we mention your P word yet? Pillows?
I didn't because I'm not a huge totally white pillow lover.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
I do. I like them.
I know. If truth be told, I do have actually 2 foundational pillows that are white, but I mix them again with like a tone on tone, so I only have 1 set. Can you believe
Now,
it?
are they categorized under F for foundational or W for white?
By size, 20 by 20.
Oh, wow.
Burlap edges.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I know. If
So
you,
you need
don't
to
get
start
that,
having
I
a rental
catalog
program
yes.
where you rent out your covers, Yvonne.
Well, I told you
Yes,
my girls
right. The Dewey
have come
Decimal.
in. No, my girls have come in and pilfered my pillows.
Pilfered your pillow.
Yes.
That's hard to say. It's probably hard to get them back, too.
Very hard to get them back, and that's okay. I needed a little extra room.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Does
But
anyone
white
have
pillows I love, but I have this pair of, they're sort of fuzzy, but nice fuzzy, like real wool, almost like a felted white wool with big white pom-poms. Now, I love those pillows.
Oh, felted
Oh.
white
Oh, and then
wool.
how about
Shutting
a-
me timbers. That's
Okay,
really
how
good
about
stuff.
a white blanket with white pom-poms on it?
Oh.
'Cause that would just make me go
Oh.
crazy.
Well, that's going to be...
Stop talking talking dirty to me, Anita. Stop it.
That's going to be a project of mine for the winter. I'm just going to try to make one of my own.
You were going to make your pom-poms?
I'm going to make a white pom-pom throw.
Oh.
Times
Yes.
3. Did she
Times
just say times 3?
three.
Yeah, she said times 3. I heard her.
You don't care what year of the winter you get
No,
it,
I don't
right?
care what year.
Winter 2052.
Mhm.
A package arrived.
I'll have it to look forward to.
There you go. There you go. But I think the thing that we're all stressing is just whether it's a white framed mirror or, like I said, the picture frames or a beautiful decorative bowl or a great white honeycomb lamp or something like that. Think about adding some white into your decor, especially when we're talking about accent pieces. They're not expensive. If you like them for a few years, you're good to go, but it will really freshen up your decor.
Yeah, and on the cheap side, just get yourself a couple of cans of spray paint, and always buy 1 or 2 more cans than you think you need.
That's
so that you can make 3 of whatever.
Well, yes,
That's right.
you can
And
make
send
3,
them to us,
or at least you can finish what you're doing. Because the worst thing to happen to a spray painter is shake, shake, shake. Oh, I only hear the balls going around in there. There is no
and
more
you know,
paint.
I've had that happen.
And I have the back of this
That's
basket
right.
to do. And
you can return spray paint as long as it's not opened. But sometimes if you go, I've gone and they've been out of the color I've used.
Oh,
so yeah,
no.
hard lesson learned.
Hard lesson. Yeah, we're here to save you from all of that.
All right. Well, these were great, and I have now a rather large shopping list.
These were great white tips. Oh, there you go.
Well, oh boy. So remember,
like
we're
the
here.
white shark, great white.
Got it, Yvonne. Got it.
Oh goodness. So anyway, so don't forget. Remember, we're here to inspire you to create a beautiful home. Until next time.
Hey there. If you're loving our podcast like we're loving our podcast, we would love you to rate and review us. Head to iTunes to do that. It's easy and it would mean so much to us.